So here we have a help wanted ad for a forensic DNA analyst. And the job basically is a group of scientists in a lab, and what they do is they take evidence from crime scenes such as blood samples, hair strands, anything that can detect DNA, fingernails, and they analyze it to try to figure out like suspects and information like that with regards to criminal cases, crime scenes, anything like that. Basically, the job demand is kind of in the middle. It's not really in high, it's not really in low. Recently, it's gone up a little bit, but other than that, it's, like I said, in the middle. The crime connection, so Patricia Beard, a mentally disabled young woman, was raped and strangled in her small apartment, and DNA analysts used evidence in her underwear, stuff like that, to be able to find out who did it, and he was arrested. And then tools used, fingerprint kits. Basically in those kits they have powder that so the tools used are fingerprint kits, DNA profiling, the thermocycler, and then the DNA probe. The fingerprint kit has a bunch of different powders that investigators can use to show different colors of the surfaces the fingerprints are on. The powder can be fluorescent, so it can show up under infrared lasers or UV lights, and they can sample the fingerprints and use that for evidence. And then the DNA profiling is a procedure that can identify individuals on the basis of their unique genetic makeup. So that would come along with evidence found like hair strands, fingernails, stuff like that. The thermocycler is an instrument used to amplify DNA and RNA samples by the polymer chain reaction. The DNA probe can detect specific nucleotide sequences, and a DNA probe tagged with a reflective molecular marker for identification can bind a DNA sequence in the sample. And then typically DNA analysts earn $54,000 annually. The lowest 10% make around $38,000 in that range, and the highest paid 10% earn $80,000 and higher. This depends on the location, your education, and the service in that field. Forensic DNA analysts work in crime labs. They conduct tests on samples obtained from crime scenes, and the education needed to be in this field is 4-year degree in biology, chemistry, genetics, and a lot of other basic sciences. And yeah.